Howdy, I'm Ben Solak, 2023's in the books. Welcome to the play sheet. The opening script. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. This NFL season has been defined by strong defensive performances. You have that Browns defensive line, Kyle Hamilton, Roquan Smith on the Ravens, the Brian Flores Vikings. But there has been no singular defensive performance this season greater nor more surprising than the one put on by a young upstart defensive coordinator this year in Chicago named Kevin McCallister. What McCallister pulled off this weekend was unbelievable, especially against an offensive duo as fearsome as Harry and Marv. Remember, earlier this week, Harry and Marv knocked down multiple houses. And remember, most of McCallister's roster was missing. They were stuck in Paris. That's Peter, Kate, Linny, Buzz, Uncle Frank, Fuller. All of these guys not available for McCallister. He was pretty much on his own. To pull off a game like this at this stage of the season is frankly a heroic performance. Some would call it a cinematic performance, something you only see in the movies. So, how did McCallister do it? And will other coordinators attempt to imitate his performance in a series of, frankly, largely dissatisfactory sequels? Let's go to play action. Home Alone 3 is a banger, though. If we're being honest, Home Alone 3 is a banger. So what did McCallister do? Well, he's got Marv here down at the basement door, right down at the bottom of the steps. Now, the steps have been slippery, and critically, this door is going to seem initially like it won't open, right? Go with the crowbar, he won't open it. But the best defensive coordinators in the league, what they do is they present the idea of space, and then they take it away from you, right? And so when Marv is going through here, he's trying to open this door. Eventually, he's going to realize, wait a minute. That door was unlocked, right? It was unlocked the entire time. And so now here, good defensive coordinator by McCallister, good scheme. We're going to present space, right? We're going to say, hey, free access off the line of scrimmage, right? It's everything that every receiver dreams of. It's a free release off the line of scrimmage. So here comes Marv. Marv's going into his route, right? He's looking for space in his route, gets to his landmark. All right, time to turn. It's going to be a space inside the zone, right? Wrong. We already see it here. Top of the screen. Iron at the top of the laundry chute. A classic move. Safety comes in from depth. And delivers a punishing blow, right? And that's how you discourage a receiver from working the middle of the field. You're going to present space and then take it away. Now, is this contact probably illegal to the head and neck area? Yes. 15-yard penalty probably should have been in the concussion protocol, but still, it's physical play from a well-coached defense. Rotating coverages and disguising intentions in the secondary is what I think McCallister does best as a defensive coordinator, right? This is later in the game. Both Harry and Marv on the field now, all right? And they're trying to get vertical, right? They're trying to go vertical up the steps. Initially, this looks like single high coverage, right? And like you say, Harry sees it. Marv doesn't see it. This safety's already hit him once before. Safety hits him again. Second blow to the head. Marv might need to enter the protocol. But it wasn't single high. This is too high coverage. Weak side safety rotates down. And that's how you stop the vertical routes, right? You want to stop teams from getting vertical on you. You got to go two deep safeties. But McCallister disguises it at the snap. You don't see it until it's too late. It's excellent coaching. Okay, now, elephant in the room. What's the big issue with McCallister's defenses, right? He's undersized, right? He's just going to lose in the trenches because of his lack of size. So if you're going to lose in the trenches, you have to be willing to bring pressure, right? You have to be willing to bring the heat. Great rep here from McCallister against Harry at the front door. Harry goes through a good pre-snap process, right? He's in the line of scrimmage. He's going to peek right. He's going to peek left. He's looking for pressure. What he doesn't see is classic pressure. This is actually from the Belichick system. They call this doorknob. They call this doorknob rush in Belichick's offense. This is the mic, and the mic's lined up in the pipe, right? He was lined up at the line of scrimmage, and the quarterback misses him pre-snap, right? Harry doesn't see him, and accordingly, he takes the pressure right on the hand, right? Immediately when he drops back, heating him up, putting him in a position where he's pretty much got to bail out of the back of the pocket right now, all the way downfield. There's no chance routes can develop, no chance you can get rid of the ball with a quarterback's hand like this. Now, this is a critical juncture in the game, right? No one has gotten inside the house yet, so we're in a long and late down. If you get off the field here as a defense, force the punt, get your offense the football. Initially, right, Harry's in the pocket, and he's ready for doorknob, right? He's checking for doorknob, and so you've got now the offensive line keyed in, they're sliding that direction. So now when he snaps the football, bring pressure from the outside, bring pressure from high and outside. They call this pressure homemade blowtorch by an 8-year-old. Don't know why they gave it that name. Don't know how the 8-year-old knew how to make the blowtorch. But that's what they call it. Immediately heats up the quarterback, right? You can see him in the pocket, paralyzed, doesn't know where to bring his eyes, doesn't know where to look in terms of finding his reads, distributing the ball. And now he's scrambling, right? Now he's in scramble drill mode. He gets sacked, dumped in the backfield, force a punt. Excellent pressure looks from McCallister. Okay, now there's two more plays I have to talk about because they're just way too sick, right? Now, and the first one looks innocuous, right? This is very classic. Tar on the stairs, get the guy's socks off, get the guy's shoes off, and then leave an upturned nail in the floorboard of the basement steps. You're looking at this, you're telling me, Ben, why are you showing me this? I've seen this look 1,000 times before. This is very average home invasion defense. Well, what's really impressive about that call is what it's meant to set up in the second half, right? You go in the halftime locker room, and Marv is adjusted, okay? Marv in the basement, He's got no shoes, stepped on a nail, iron dropped on his head. Marv's had a tough day. And so he now, second half, says, all right, going to the front yard. I'm going in the open living room window. That's how I'm going to win offensively, right? I'm going to change my approach here in the second half. Lo and behold, outside of that open window, okay, just inside, Christmas ornaments on the ground. And the Christmas ornaments on the ground call only works if Marv has bare feet. The only way you get this call to be successful defensively is if you know your assailant has no shoes. So the tar on the stairs, it wasn't even about the nail. It was about the second half Christmas ornaments on the ground. And that's just, that's what makes this play, that makes McCallister so impressive to me on the coaching call. Unbelievable stuff. So this is what McCallister was able to do. All right, outmanned, outgunned, back against the wall, family stuck in Paris on Christmas against a duo like Harry and Marv. When we look back at this, like, we're not going to just say, oh, this is one of the best defensive performances of the season. This is one of the best defensive performances of the last like 30, 35 years. This is the sort of performance that takes a coach like McCallister and puts him, frankly, on the head coaching radar. This is the sort of thing that it leads me to believe that we'll see him maybe in New York this time next season. And that'll do it for us here on the play sheet. Merry Christmas! Thank you for watching art. Thank you, Kevin McCallister. Thank you to Corey McConnell, whose entire idea of this episode was, by the way, Corey's the man. Thank you for watching. It means the world to me that people watch, and they watch the credits too, which I usually do a bad job at. So thank you for watching the play sheet. I hope you have a great holiday season. We'll catch you guys in the new year.